Stay black in America. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. Greatest country in the world for a black man or a black woman. I want to get right into this thing here. Jon Jones versus Randy Couture, the natural. You know, Randy Couture, the UFC fighter, record of 19 wins, 11 losses. He fought in 16 title events. I think he won 6 of those. Retired at the age of 47. Served 6 years in the armed forces. Thanks for your service from 1982 to 1988. His net worth is somewhere around $7 million. I saw him on a discussion with a small YouTube channel like myself, saying that there's no way Jon Jones could be the GOAT of the UFC, even though he's done everything, because of some of the things he's done out of the ring. Now, why out of the ring has anything to do with in the ring eludes me. The fact of the case is that Randy Couture is just hurt inside. He's upset that this guy Jon Jones is even being considered a GOAT because, you know, he's just he says he's talented, he's got his skills together, he's athletic, he's this and that, blah blah blah. But why don't somebody go look and find out why he didn't go to a major college? I mean, you want to look back to when a guy was 17 or 18, why he didn't get involved in a major college, but he did go to school and he did win great accolades in wrestling, whether it was junior college or whatever the thing was. I mean, how far digging do you got to go to a guy's a teenager? So Randy Couture, I think you're just at the picture in the category with semi kind of racist guy. You know, semi kind of racist guy for the fact that your upbringing, you was born in 1963 in Washington State. Washington State to this day is 76.8% Caucasian or white or European, and 4.6% black. Also in your state of Washington State, when I did a YouTube thing about black in America, you know, they locked up black people at an alarming rate there for all types of crimes. Compared to the population of the prison thing had maybe 30 or 40% black in it. And your state also stated when it finally legalized marijuana, they had a big giant festival and party. And you could barely see a black person in that crowd of 100,000+ people, which goes to show me that it was profiling. You pick up little petty black people, little petty drugs and lock them up, and white people riding around with probably hundreds of pounds of marijuana in their car, and you just waving at them, let them go about their way. For the face of it, you make a black person. So, Randy Couture, I put you in that kind of category because you shouldn't have reached back to what a guy did before he went to college, like a young 17, 18-year-old guy. I mean, that's kind of like ridiculous to me to reach back that far. And you yourself, 19-11, lost 11 times, fought to you at 47, got knocked out by Machida, some guy that Jon Jones could have killed in the ring. You got knocked out, lost a tooth, fell out, and then you decided to retire. And then you have commentary that you want to make about somebody who's great. This Jon Jones is 27-1. That one loss wasn't even a loss. They said that should be overturned. They're talking about some illegal elbow, the guy fell out. That same guy that he defeated in his career 12-8. 12-8. Just a bum. Probably got hit with a shot and wanted to fake like he was hurt so he could, you know, call it off. You don't want to fight Jon Jones again. He didn't want to fight him then. So he wouldn't want to fight him again now. But that same kind of thing that would have been waved off a long time ago if Jon Jones, hate to say, would have been a white or Caucasian guy. That's what we got to look at. That's what we do in America. But nevertheless, Jon Jones' net wealth is somewhere around $15 to $17 million. He was missing a lot of fights in between time and those type of things. He's saying that, you know, they say he had certain kind of drug things, problem. A lot of problem with police stopping for drinking, problem with they think drugs. Maybe they said he had domestic abuse. I don't know. A lot of things that came his way, but he still manages to fight. He manages to not be locked up, but manages to be postponed from fighting and given some type of postponement from the UFC. Their rules or something. Their rules decide, oh, you can't fight in a certain amount of time. You can't do this. You can't do that. Whole bunch of stuff concerning Jon Jones. Always proved himself to be a professional in that ring. Always won't disappoint you during championship fights. Always there doing what he's supposed to do. And I'm just excited to watch him. You know, I was also excited to watch Randy Couture, and I wouldn't think Randy Couture would have a comment like this, but I figured, hey man, you know, that hate runs real deep. And I guess Randy Couture, he couldn't escape his culture. You imagine talking about someone in a combat sport, which is vicious nevertheless. And you'll say, look back in his thing, why he didn't go to a major college. Well, he's in a major UFC, and he's a major champion in the world. He's the GOAT of the UFC, the greatest fighting organization the world has ever known. And you want to go back to when a guy was in high school before he came to college. Randy Couture, you're a joke, man. You're a real joke. Well, that's that UFC. I'm very interested to watch. I watch a lot of those free fights. I don't pay for any fights, but watch a lot of free fights, and I think it's an interesting sport. And just another avenue to make money in this great country of America. I mean, I think these leagues started in Japan. They had a lot of leagues in Japan and other places, but just a way to make money and income. So, thank God, it's an available way to make income for black, white, Chinese, Indian, Asian, Pakistani, Arab, Jew, whoever want to fight it, you can fight it. And if you're good, you're going to win some money. And so that's my take on this Randy Couture. Very upset and sad that Jon Jones is considered a GOAT. I bet he's hoping in his bottom dollar that I hope Stipe beats Jon Jones because he's not really the GOAT. I might be considered a GOAT even though I'm 19 and 11 and fought all the way until I was 47 and got my ass handed to me by Leo Machida. Jon Jones hasn't got his ass handed to him by nobody. Even a long layoff, he comes back and becomes heavyweight champion of the UFC as he predicted a long time ago. Long wait in between time. Let's hope he can get a big money fight like that Rock Lesnar, that big guy there. That's a big money fight. Maybe even what's the little guy? Even the little guy Conor McGregor might offer to fight him. You know, I'm sure those fans of his, which are maniacs, you know, man, they love him so much. They'll pay a record amount to see him fight Jon Jones. He just walks there and says, I can beat you, Jon Jones. I'll take him down. I got the secret. I think they'll just pile on in there. And I think they'll buy the tickets and buy the pay-per-view. And maybe that'll be a $20 million fight for Jon Jones if he can squeeze it out of the UFC, because hard for a brother to squeeze the money out. It's amazing now that Conor McGregor has net worth is $200 million. Can you believe that? That guy's what he lost about 6 times, got handed to him in main events, but he's still up. So it's better to be I guess loved in some cases. But anyway, that's my take on Jon Jones and Randy Couture. Like, share, and comment, please. And subscribe to my channel. Bye.